Breeze had an issue after being attacked by an aboleth. So Breeze and Felglos and Tony flew to a nearby sort of dwarven fortress that was there to get that taken care of. And also to buy some fancy clothes for the group for your night out on this gambling ship called the Grand Dame. Also were some shenanigans involving mannequins like makeup and setting up a disguise. I think Daisy has a disguise now where she's got a beard. That's good. But yeah, so and then you investigated the wizard tower briefly because Elminster still hadn't returned, and it appeared sort of like empty and abandoned for a long time, but clearly that wasn't the case because a couple hours later the red wizards came out of it and started heading towards the ship. You all followed. There was some gambling and there's been some subterfuge, and we left off with, I believe, Daisy is down in sort of like the captain's quarters, right, spying on Caspier Dryland, who's the owner of the ship, and he's worried about this entity called, let me get the name for you again. I think I typed it out here, didn't I? I really hope I did.
Slarkrithol?
Yeah, that. I'm not seeing it, but it's got to be here somewhere, right? But yeah, that's it. Slark. And then people on top had noticed that this wizard with this snake robe was like exchanging coin with the red wizards in this weird sort of like patterned way. So he tried to investigate, trying to get some gold, like, but accidentally drunk. And the wizard, she cast Detect Thoughts on Breeze. Breeze succeeded the saving throw. And here we go. So you realize, right, Breeze, that this is happening, right? You get the sort of in your head, somebody's trying to invade in, and you whip around and you look at her and you make eye contact for a second, and she just gives you a small smile and then gets up from her chair and starts walking towards the stairs downstairs. What do you do?
Well, would I know how deep Detect Thoughts goes? Because my surface thoughts were, I want to see what these coins are for. So,
yeah, I think you would be pretty confident that she doesn't know what, like, your specific goals are for being on the ship. She just knows that you were being deceptive, right? You were acting overly drunk in order to try to figure out what's going on with these coins. But you don't get the sense that she would, like, know exactly who you are and what you're trying to do on the ship or anything like that.
And she's going for the captain's quarters?
Yeah, she's not, like, walking. She's walking at a normal pace. She looks completely calm.
All right, I'm not going to blow our cool just yet. I'm just going to kind of, I guess, go off to, like, the edge of the room or something and use message to kind of tell people that, you know, we should be on alert.
Okay.
Fire off a bunch of those.
Yeah. You can do that pretty quickly. You watch as she disappears down the stairs. Daisy, everybody gets the message from Breeze about what's going on. Does anybody? Daisy, I think you're still in the like captain's quarters, right? So you actually see her walk in right as you're getting this message. Do you do anything? Does anybody do anything? Obviously, Daisy's kind of the one in the most precarious position here.
Am I still just like mingling with the crowds?
I assume so.
That's like where we left off last.
Yeah.
I'm like in a hiding space, right? Like I'm kind of in. I think I'm gonna just stay and just see what happens.
You're just gonna stay and see what happens. Okay. All she says to Caspier Dryland, who once again, if you remember, was kind of head in hands, overwhelmed, panicking about this situation. She interrupts, and all she says is that we have a situation with the surprise guests. why don't you come upstairs with me? And he's like, okay. He's completely overwhelmed. Like, but he gets up and he kind of like shuffles through and he shoves some papers back into his desk and stuff like that and follows her out of the room and they head presumably back upstairs.
I want, after they go upstairs, I want to give it a minute, and then I kind of want to peek out and kind of look through his desk, while also listening for footsteps and things like that.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
Damn.
Pretty much there are a couple of, it's largely like receipts, documents, like things for the ship and stuff like that. I think it's pretty obvious. I don't think he's very good at it, so I think it's pretty obvious that a bunch of it is forged. And on some of them, there is scribbled in what language would it be? Let me see. In, I guess, deep speech. Yes, in deep speech, there are things scribbled, but unless you know deep speech, you can't make heads or tails of it.
But they're just like receipts for transactions?
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything like super obvious. You find what he was looking at, and it was just like a regular old, like, sort of documentation of the money that they brought in, one of their nights out, stuff like that. It doesn't seem particularly exciting, except for the fact that a bunch of them are clearly forged.
Okay. And can I take a look at, wasn't there like the big container of the coins in that room, or was that somewhere else?
I think that was right inside the door there. There is literally a bucket filled with what appear to be or a barrel filled with what appear to be gold pieces.
I want to take as many as I can.
Okay. How long are you willing to spend to take it, right? Because, and also, like, I don't know, like, storage, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have my normal, like, pouch and stuff.
Yeah.
I have a case, most likely, that I keep my bagpipes in, but... Oh, it says I have a backpack. I don't really know how, like, storage really works.
It's kind
Is
of
it kind of just like... I would say, like, I don't know, I'd give it a good 10 seconds of just digging through and, like, stuffing my pockets, or, like, stuffing my backpack, just to get something, kind of take a look at them, because I'd probably notice something was weird upstairs with them.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say you can get, in that time, just scooping in, you can get 900 gold pieces. Just to pick a nice round number.
If they're legit gold or if they're...
Make an investigation check.
Jesus Christ.
They seem legit.
All right, so I'm gonna... You said 900?
Yeah.
Okay. And then... I think I might pop invisibility and then head upstairs.
Okay. So let's see. Obviously this is not like perfectly logically linear, if that makes sense, like time-wise, but okay, so eventually she and Caspian Island, they come upstairs, right? I'll say you have a little bit of time since Sam cast message, like maybe 30 seconds before this happens. So has anybody like done anything, or is everybody just still playing it cool?
Yeah, I don't really know exactly what I would do.
I want to stay towards like the upper decks. Like I want to like be able to like see the sky pretty much.
Gotcha. Yeah. And you can. Yeah. Cool. That's fine. So they come up the stairs and they scan the room, and it's a pretty small room. So they find you. They see you, Breeze, pretty quickly, and they approach, and you can tell like Caspian Dryland is a mess. Like something is really, really wrong with this dude. But the wizard, she just calmly states, "Would you mind coming downstairs with us for a second? We just want to clarify some expectations."
Is this to me?
To you, yeah.
Sure. I'll go with them.
Okay. There's a moment as you follow them down that Daisy, only you know this because you're invisible, right? But you like cross paths and you're watching Breeze follow Caspian Dryland and Pao Ming, that's her name, through the ship back to the captain's quarters.
I'm gonna do what I did before and see if I can sneak back into my spot while I'm visible and eavesdrop. Yeah, I'm going back in.
And also, obviously, everybody else, you see this happen, right? You see them breeze go at them.
I'd like to try to, like, generally keep myself near where I could do something. But I also don't want to just, like, entirely blow the situation.
And as we walk, I'm not going to act drunk anymore. I'm just going to walk normally.
Normally? Okay.
And if I can, like, yeah, like Danny said, like, maybe, like, I'll go over and I'll try to, like, intermingle with the crowd that's closer to, like, where that door is.
Where the door... So they're down on a lower deck right now.
Oh, okay. You know, I'll stay where I am.
Yeah, so if you... I mean, you can get as close to those stairs down as possible if you want. Yeah. But as soon as... Right, the guests, for the most part, aren't downstairs. That's where the workers are. In the kitchen. It's also where the bathrooms are, that kind of stuff.
I'm just like gonna literally like walk from one place where I can begin a task to next place where I would be able to begin a task, just over and over and over, just around that area.
Okay.
Just like pretending
to
work.
To stay as close as cool. Wait, for clarity, are you going downstairs or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Make a deception or performance check for me.
All right. Boom.
It's nobody even notices you. Yeah. I don't know how to. You're just. I mean, and you get down there and you see them close the door behind them. Josh, you're able to get into your hiding spot. All right. So they interestingly enough, it's the wizard. It's Pao Ming. She sits down on the desk, and there's a chair there in front of it, and she motions to sit down. Caspian Dryland is goes over to the corner of the room, and he's pacing nervously back and forth.
Down, and I'm trying to pay attention to see if she tries to cast anything on me.
Yeah. You definitely you're on high enough alert that there's no way she catches you off guard. Let me actually get her stat block up so that I know what her skills and abilities are here. Hello?
Hello.
There we go.
Hello.
All right, so not very aggressively. Like she seems still very calm about the situation, and she says, "It's in both of our best interest if we're just honest. What is your purpose for being here on the ship?"
Oh
yeah. Your purpose is that you're trying to presumably find out more information about either the Red Wizards or the Kraken cult, and specifically, I guess, where they're hiding King Hecaton.
Okay. I'll just say that we have no we got no problem with you or your gambling organization. We're here because we're interested in these red wizardy folks. We're trying to learn more about them, and we figured what better place to do it than in a social setting.
Learn about them. How? Are you interested in joining?
Not exactly. Call it research. We're interested in their doings.
Nice.
She just ponders for a moment, and then she says, I mean, I'm no red wizard myself, but I've been dealing with them for quite some time. I'm actually the one that connected them here with Mr. Dryland. So if my chief concern is that I don't want any trouble on this ship. Got a lot of very dangerous. I'm sure you figured that out thus far. We've got a lot of dangerous individuals here on the ship.
Certainly. Yeah, our intention is not to cause any trouble whatsoever. Smooth ride. We're just here.
We got this whole adventure thing in the bag, man.
Mm-hmm. Tell him.
I mean, yeah. If there's trouble, it won't be started by us. That's for sure.
All right, make a persuasion check for me.
Okay. Where's my character sheet?
Very well. Let me know if you need anything. Enjoy the rest of your night. And she'll get up and she'll go to open the door. And Casper Tryland's like looking back and forth, and he's like, "What? You can't be serious, can you?"
I'm gonna be like, insane. Hey, wait, what's his problem?
She actually looks. She's like, that's a good question. What is your problem? He's like, I'll be honest. I didn't want all these crazy wizards on the ship because I knew it was going to bring problems. And I knew. I mean, just any of them could burn my ship down in a second, just because some bad luck. Or now they've got these people that are clearly their enemies here on the ship. This is ridiculous.
Their enemies. Well, I actually don't know if we're their enemies. But like, wait, why did you have them on in the first place then? I'm not understanding here. There are less risky rich people you can get some coin from.
You think I'm fucking in charge here? Jesus Christ. Just fine. Don't cause any trouble. Just go upstairs and just.
What's her face? Does she have any reaction to this as back and forth?
She looks annoyed, but she doesn't interject at all.
All right. Well.
Actually, can she?
Are shenanigans afoot? Are shenanigans afoot?
Not really, no. She gives you... Make an insight check for me, Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. She's giving you, like, a look and, like, upstairs. She seems like she has more that she wants to communicate to you, but she might not be able to in front of him, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna give him a talking to, probably.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna walk out.
Okay. Do you just go back? I assume you just go back upstairs?
Yeah, gonna go back upstairs, and when I get the chance, I'm gonna fire off some more messages and like.
Just keep everybody.
Well, I'll probably just spend the 10 minutes to create the telepathic bond for the next hour because some stuff might happen.
It seems like yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing next.
As soon as Breeze leaves, Daisy, you watch as Pao Ming, she walks up to the captain and she backhands him, and she literally just says, "Get your shit together," and goes back upstairs.
Oh.
Damn. I feel like the captain's doing his best.
I don't even know how to react to that. I feel like I'm just gonna keep watching, keep listening. She left, but he's still in there.
He's still in there. He sits back down at the desk, and he before he was like manically like searching through stuff. He actually just puts his head in like down on his desk, like if you fell asleep in class in high school or whatever kind of thing. Like just puts his head down for a while, and yeah.
See, I want to like sabotage his shit, and I feel like I don't know if I really want to kill him though. I think that's a little bit much right now, but like fast.
Wait, why do you want to sabotage the ship?
Daisy and him have bad blood.
Oh, yeah.
Daisy was Daisy and whatnot. How big is the bucket of gold? And would it be very noticeable?
It's more like a barrel. You didn't even take a tenth of it.
Damn, I'd be like, oh, I should just throw it all overboard. I feel like that would ruin him.
Then you'd be into this man.
I feel like this is my opportunity to do something, but I have no idea what I want to do or what I should do, or if there's anything I should do in the first place.
Poke thousands of very tiny holes in the bottom of the boat. And then...
thousands of holes in the boat.
Summon an iceberg in front of
us. There you go.
Summon an iceberg in his nuts.
Yeah, why not both? I think I'm just gonna keep listening. Just chill here. I mean, I'm invisible, but I want to just like watch him.
Okay. I will come back to you if he does something. How about that?
How long are you invisible?
An hour until I do another spell. I think. Let me confirm.
Pretty much, yeah. So then of course Pao Ming follows Breeze upstairs. She's a short ways behind, and she does another round, and with the same wizards that she talked to before, exchanging these coins and these chips back and forth in this particular pattern. And then goes back to observing.
Is there any kind of consistency to the people who are like that she's exchanging with? Or
Yeah,
are they
the same ones every time.
Is there anything like?
Oh, like, I understand what you're saying.
Can I try to like get up near one of them?
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
All right. God damn it.
Let me see if there's anything.
This game can just really fuck you.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in particular it's like I said last week, it's kind of hard because they're all the exact same type of dude, right? They're all some of them are younger, but like even the younger ones like Jim are like mid-50s kind of thing, right? And then the older ones are like really old, right? So it's just a bunch of old dudes with gray beards, kind of like nefarious looks in their eyes. So it's kind of hard to there isn't a lot that's distinct about them.
Didn't I try to perceive the pattern last session?
Yeah, I think you also rolled. Let's see. Let's scroll up. Tech thoughts there.
I see a 19. I don't think I really got much from it anyway, but...
Oh, yeah. The 19 was, I think, what showed you that there was a pattern, that it was the same people.
Okay.
That there's this...
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if you want to, you can make another one. I think that's fair, if you want to try to figure out the specifics.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
Please, God. I'm begging you.
Don't worry, dude. I've got a +1, so we're golden. There we go. I didn't even see the roll yet. Oh, yeah. It's perfect. Oh, I have a +4. Okay.
Yeah, so you can ascertain that the ones that she is... the ones that she's kind of doing this with tend to be more the loners of the groups, if that makes sense. Like, you know how a lot of times when there's a group of people talking, there's like one that's like not fully in the circle, and it's kind of like trying to get in.
The third man on the sidewalk.
Yeah, it's that one. As for the pattern of it, she's giving them much more gold than the coins, than the like gambling chips that they're giving her. Like, much more.
Arbitrage. That's illegal. Okay.
All right.
Maybe I'll try to talk to one of the lone wolves out here with their 3 Wolf Moon t-shirt or whatever.
Word. I'm a little limited because everyone just thinks I'm like a servant being. So I can't really talk to anyone else. I'm blowing my cover.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'll talk to Mambo number 5 about, like, I'll loudly say to him, the guy made of wood, that, hey, I noticed some of the people are a little more lonely seeming. Why don't you go chat to them, butler guy? So then that's his task.
I see what you're doing there, yeah.
And then we can both do it.
I'll just real C3PO over to one of them.
What do you say?
Go up to one and yeah, what do you say?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
How was your gambling? And then I point, and then I don't look, but like I shift my head down to the gold, and then back up to him, and I'm like, it looks like you've done very well.
They're gonna roll insight. They're a highly intelligent wizard. Right.
That's fair. I have -1 wisdom. That's my excuse. Oh.
Yeah, it's been a pretty decent night thus far. I'm hoping it gets a lot better, though.
What kind of games would you play to make it go better?
You make it incredibly difficult to be discreet about things. You realize that everybody's staring at us now. And you look around and yeah, a bunch of eyes are on you.
Would you like a beverage, sir?
Saved it.
Yeah, I think that would be quite nice. Thank you.
Good one. Nice
But
save.
don't go poking your head in places where you shouldn't.
Alright, I want to take a crack at it too.
Alright, guys, that was rough.
Okay. Yeah, quick update for Daisy. He appears to be asleep at this point. Yeah, go ahead, Tony. Tony, take a crack at it. Why not?
Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to.
If you want to be discreet, you can try making a stealth check using your charisma. So a charisma check, and then if you're proficient with stealth, you can add your proficiency modifier.
Wow, that is generous. Thank you. I doubt I have any stealth modifier. If so, I have like a dex modifier, but I'm not proficient in stealth, so it's going to be charisma modifier of 2. But it's yeah. So I'll roll a d20 and then add 2.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Do you approach the same one or a different guy?
No, different guy.
Okay. Different guy. All right.
Yeah.
Very fair decision.
Hey, fella. I see you've been getting a very generous return for your activities of the night. I was wondering maybe how you've been accomplishing this.
Are you accusing me of cheating?
Of course not. I'm accusing you of having a winning strategy. And I'd like to learn more.
See, that was way less.
An upstanding citizen?
Sorry, what?
Do you consider yourself an upstanding citizen?
I stand up when it calls for it.
See that lady over there with the snakes on her robes?
Yeah, I've seen her walking around.
Good. I would be very concerned if you hadn't noticed her thus far. It would actually make me not want to tell you about what's going on.
Fair enough.
But she is interested in acquiring a certain kind of creature that we have captured back at the tower.
Really? Good for you guys. I mean, I don't mean to pry, but like, I'm curious now. If you're willing to give any more details about it, I mean, I don't know if I could like help in any way, but I think I'm a pretty persuasive guy. Maybe I could like up the price. I'm not trying to barge into your deal here. I'm just curious.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I'm a pretty persuasive guy.
Yeah, I really like that line.
Okay.
Did it go through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To be honest, we're kind of hoping for some sort of distraction so that we can get back there earlier than the rest of the boys and get this. See, I don't think most of the higher ups in the Red Wizards would approve, but you know, that's what you get when you pay us like shit, right?
Yeah, you gotta have a side hustle. I mean, come on. Yeah. I totally get it, dude. I mean, as a side hustle for myself and my friends, who I'm sure you've noticed around, we're the only guys not wearing red robes. I mean, I think we already have, to some degree, provided that distraction and could finalize that for your opportunity to come to fruition. If you are willing to, you know, scratch our back a little bit.
We could certainly give you a cut. Say,
I said a scratch, not a cut.
Hey.
How about 1,000 gold pieces?
Each.
You're not there.
You already had my curiosity, but now you have my interest. Django Unchained, everybody. Can't stream it anymore. It's copyrighted.
Sorry.
How about for all 5 of us, 800, and you tell me a little more about what's going on? Just because I'm kind of a busybody, I get it, but like, I would pay 200 gold back to you just to sate my curiosity.
Okay. As Sean, what specific like information are you looking for? Like, are you looking for more information about this deal or just in general?
Honestly, like, I don't like in general is like but like I'm curious personally, and like you guys, if you want a meta game, like just like give me some direction here. I'm just curious about the deal. Like, what is the Snake Lady after?
Okay.
And how are they trying to like pull this off?
Yeah, I'm really interested in what kind of creature this is.
Yeah, that's my big question: is what the creature is.
Obviously, that's.
It is.
I feel like we're very short term right now. Yeah, that's. I agree.
Actually, this might be quite pertinent to whatever distraction you would try to make, so I think it's only fair if I tell you that the creature we're trying to smuggle is a phoenix.
Oh, damn. That's cool as hell, dude. I try to dap him up.
He doesn't know quite what he's doing, but he's trying to, like, he's really feeling himself, so he goes for it. But yeah.
Nice. All right, he does pretty well, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll with whatever he does to make it work.
Yeah. Like, make it. Yeah, it's only slightly awkward.
Nice.
Let me grab just so that. Where would it be? Here. I'm gonna grab a phoenix for you all so you can see. They're very large elementals. They come from the elemental plane of fire.
Makes sense.
It's basically exactly what you are picturing.
That one book from the Harry Potter series.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Nice.
Is that their actual size?
Yeah.
They're really.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Not like from Harry Potter.
Bigger.
It's like a Hungarian horntail size.
Am I right? Hey.
The cool kid call it HP.
Damn, dude, that's one hell of a side hustle. So now from my end, what kind of distraction are you trying to get provided here?
All we need is for. See, most of the wizards here work in the elemental prisons, right? So these are right. So if we can just make it so that most of these other more innocent-minded companions of mine didn't make it back to the tower quite so easily, we would be able to distract the higher ups. So we just need a way to keep them away from the tower for, say, an hour.
Okay. And do you think they'd notice that you're gone?
Oh, no. That's their
Awesome.
downfall. They're incredibly arrogant and only see themselves, really.
And one last question before we accept this job. Well, I guess two. The one is personal, the other is professional. Personal, why does that snake lady want the phoenix?
I have no idea.
Fair enough. And then professional, are you going to pay up front? Because I don't see how we can get the money from you after the distraction.
That's fair. That's a good point. Just remember that if you don't hold up your end of the bargain, I will find you and I will kill you.
That's
and he
fair
will
enough.
hand over the gold.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. I will talk to my associates. And I'll walk away.
Oh, well, Sam's typing again. Okay, let's see what he's typing.
Sorry.
Don't say it now. You have to type it. Yeah.
I think I negotiated myself down to 800, though.
Yeah, 800,
Right,
800.
whatever.
Honestly, people have lost more money faster in casinos. Am I right, everybody?
You get the sense that 800 gold is based on maybe the amount of money that's going to be transferred in this exchange, as well as for just the people on the ship in general, is not that much money.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's fine. I don't care.
I'm trying to think of how to put it. Maybe the individual wizards it is, but like for Caspiar Dryland, it is not.
Right.
For Pao Ming, it's not. For the higher ups in the Red Wizards, it's not.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So
Sam, you said you wanted to try. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, if just not from Daisy. Just I want to make sure I understand what that deal is. So the Dragon Lady wants a phoenix, and parts of the Red Wizard want to smuggle it to her.
Yeah.
But parts don't. So that's why they need a distraction.
Yeah.
Okay. But Daisy probably doesn't know that.
No. Well, I think you all have a telepathic connection right now.
Or do we still?
Yeah, I relayed that shit, dude. Thank you, Sam.
Let me double check that that's how that works. Psychically linking. Yeah, we can all communicate telepathically right now.
Cool. Yeah, Daisy, Caspiar Dryland is still asleep. A couple times the other guy, the actual captain of the ship, remember Caspiar is like the owner. Then there's the captain. The captain walks in. You like see him roll his eyes and kind of like shift past him to grab like random stuff from the desk, and then just go back out. He appears pretty busy.
See, I feel like I'm in a good spot to make a distraction, but
we also it needs to be a distraction that buys a full hour.
To be a distraction like at the end, so that they can be off the ship, right?
I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Are they gonna teleport off back to the tower, or what?
I mean, you do have a dragon.
I was gonna ask, where is the steering wheel?
Yo.
Hijack it.
I think. Okay, so especially based on
cause a problem, but I guess we all knew that was probably a lie.
I'm sorry, say that again, Sam.
I just told them that we weren't going to cause any trouble, but I think we all knew that was a lie.
Yeah, we all know that eventually something's going to happen. Based on your previous double natural 20, Danny, I'm not going to make you have to roll again. Let me pull up my map.
Just like trotting around, just like, hey, I understand all language.
And then someone says another language to you, and you go,
And then I just go, beep, boop, I understand all language. I cannot speak all languages.
But
I understand them all.
All right.
what a curse.
Like C3PO.
My grandpa used to, that was one of his big jokes when I was a kid. Because he does speak a lot of languages. Like, that is true. But if we ever asked him one, and he didn't speak it, and he, like, couldn't back it up, he's like, I understand it, but I can't speak it. And he would just say it to anything. And it made me very happy as a child. And now, nothing's changed.
About Latvian.
What was that?
That's what I said about Latvian, and I bullshitted my way through a couple sentences.
It's all about intonation.
Yeah. No, honestly, I just tried to predict what they were going to say.
You're just like, yes, the number I was thinking of was 21.
No, honestly, like, I got through, like, I want to say 4 sentences before it was like, oh, no, like, you're wrong now. I was happy with it.
That's not bad. 4 sentences is a lot.
Yeah, lots of different branches to go down.
This is not a very good map of a ship. But I assume it's on like the like actual like main deck of the ship, right? If I'm picturing like how like old, like in like
we'll see.
the Pirates movies or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know anything about ships. Do you have a more insight into where it would be than I do, Danny?
I was thinking it'd be like at the top. Like, you know how if you picture like a flat deck, and then there's like generally at either side there's like the two walls with like the doors that'll go like down.
Yeah.
And then like over the one on the center back on like the top level.
Yeah. That's what I was picturing too. So yeah, that's where we will say it is. There is up on that top deck. There's like a sort of a ghost crew, really. But there, not a lot of people up there. But there is what looks to be a young, like maybe 20-year-old human male who is steering the ship.
Okay, but someone is actively steering.
Somebody is actively steering you.
I
mean, it's not like they're currently far enough away from the coast that like not worried about like the places where ships constantly are wrecking, but they're also just at least as far as I think are just traveling up and down the coast right now. So it's not incredibly difficult.
If only this was a modern ship
right now.
If it was a modern ship, I would go for like the rudder, like the things that like turn it in the water. But this is a sail.
Rudders, that's still how they steer. The wheel just controls the rudder.
Oh, I thought that was by turning the sail certain ways.
No.
Well, I mean the sails also, but the rudder is what chooses the direction.
All right, so we have the mind link going, right?
Yeah.
I have a plan, my friends.
I think you do actually know that they were arguing about steering the ship out into more open water, right? I think that somebody found that out somehow.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
Oh, I think it was actually you. I think it was you.
Yeah, it was me. Okay, so, but as of right now, we're not doing that.
Yeah, as far as you can tell right now, that hasn't happened yet.
I wish I knew if that was going to happen.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Alright, so just as like a base plan, if we, at any point, turn towards open water, yeah. I want to jump into the ocean and then shatter the rudder.
Remember, you will sink.
Ah, damn it, I sink. I keep thinking I float.
Have you found
I don't get why you sink when you're made of wood.
Alright, so
I guess that's... I forget where that came from. But we can say...
Just like general
we'll say you can... Because it's like, so I'll say you don't sink. You don't have to sink.
Alright, well then if we ever turn towards the open water, I want to jump into the water, and just shatter the rudder. Not like any part of the boat, like I don't want any water to get in. I just want to stop its ability to turn.
Okay. You're out here. You look up in the sky and you can see that Felgalos, and Thulin are kind of shadowing the ship up in the clouds. So you know that they are nearby.
I look up at them and I go, oh, you're not looking at the camera. I did the whole, like, finger on the nose flick thing.
Oh. I don't know what that means, and I don't think they can see that, but...
That was supposed to be the joke, but it's supposed to be, like, one of those, like...
When I listen
like,
back,
we both know.
I'm sure it'll be hilarious.
It's like one of those, like, we both know things, like, plan smooth. It's in movies.
Yeah, it's a...
I'm sure.
Yeah, the tug on the ear is another one.
Yeah.
So, does anybody else have anything that they want to do right now? Or are we just waiting?
Eventually, I would want to go to the Snake Lady, probably. But anybody else could do that as well, since I relayed all the information about the deal with the Snake Lady and some of the Red Wizards.
Well, do we have our plan for what our distraction is going to be?
No, we're trying to figure that out.
I kind of want to try and strike up a conversation with the Red Wizards.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna casually be like, I didn't really think about it, but isn't that, I forget if there's a name for it, but that area where all the ships sink, like, isn't that nearby? Or are we gonna run into that?
Jim's like, I was worried about that too, but the crew of the ship assured all of us that wouldn't be a problem. That they've navigated through much more perilous waters than this. Apparently, they used to crew actually on a river inland, but ever since then they've actually journeyed to some incredibly dangerous places. So they say.
Interesting. Now you guys probably would know about it because you're kind of close by. What's up with that? What's so sketchy about that spot?
Well, people, the mainland think that it's just, dangerous, near the shore, these things happen, and it's just kind of a deceptive spot, but there's an aboleth den.
No shit.
Beneath the water.
What's an aboleth?
They describe it to you in simple terms.
Oh damn, those things sound nasty.
Yeah, and at a certain point, another one of the wizards like elbows Jim, like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you telling this random person this?" But he doesn't give a shit. In fact, to spite them, he tells you even more.
What else does he tell me?
Just that, and he's like, yeah, like apparently there's something down there that the aboleths are supposedly protecting. So any ships that come too close there, they attack on instinct.
Any idea what they're hiding?
Even if I did, to be honest, I don't think I could tell you.
Well, we're friends, right, Jim?
I'll give it to you. Make a persuasion check. We'll see. It's.
Jim. I knew we could trust each other.
It's pretty persuasive.
I'd give it a 14 out of 20.
He says, "All right, I don't know the specifics, but I know somebody on this ship does." And he kind of gives with his eyes a motion down below deck. And then at this, next to Jim, full on elbows him in the gut and goes, "Dude, shut the fuck up."
I'm just gonna kind of slur my words again a little bit, be like, "Oh man, why gotta be such a downer, bro?" And then I'm just gonna stumble off.
Okay.
I'm gonna telepathically communicate, be like, "So if we're in on her plan, should we talk to her about it?"
The snake lady?
Yeah. You might know.
Well, her plan with the Phoenix, I don't know how that would relate to the underwater cult, so they may relate, but we need to decide which one we want to actively pursue, I guess.
It all revolves around her, right? Part of me wants to just try and capture her, but I feel like that would be difficult.
Why capture her when we're already aiding her in her deal with the Red Wizards?
That's true.
We're providing her with profit. She will probably be willing to give us information, or at least be willing to come to the table because of that.
What if we try to blackmail her and threaten to out the plan to the other Red Wizards if she doesn't help?
I'd prefer a positive note on it. I think she would respond better to that.
She doesn't seem very nice. She tried to probe my thoughts.
I think that's because she's suspicious, and then if we try to come at her in an aggressive way, that'll just clamp her down. Whereas if we come at her like, we're helping you, actually, then maybe she'll open up.
But also, the fact that we know about this thing now is already, like, in violation of what I said, which is that we were just going to gamble and not worry, not mess with anything.
That meant nothing.
But if you disclose that I was the one who then got involved in this, then you again become an asset of information to her.
You did it at the same time as I was having this conversation, so you wouldn't have known.
It's true. Josh, Daisy would know at this point that you have about maybe 10 minutes before invisibility is going to wear off.
I'm like so stuck because I'm in a great place, but I don't know anything to do right now.
That is.
Let me ask a question, a philosophical question. Let me ask a philosophical question. Is it a great place if there's nothing you can do?
Wow, he got me there.
An invisible spot.
It is a great place because of the potential.
That's true.
But isn't potential all around us, Dan?
Like,
yes, but in varying degrees.
All around us, Dan. Like a rainbow in our hearts.
But the rainbow will always dodge you. It's an illusion, Danny.
But Lucky Charms only have so many marshmallows.
But they can add new ones at any time.
Ha! I wrapped around. I argued your point, and then you brought it back to mine. We can add marshmallows wherever we want. Any place works.
But we don't know when we'll add marshmallows.
No. Everyone knows it's back and forth. Everyone knows it's back and forth until someone stops. The argument's over. Josh, add a marshmallow somewhere else.
Alright, I start taking marshmallows out of my pocket. They're just falling out of my pocket. I can't stop them. The marshmallows. Help!
The ship is filled with so many marshmallows it starts to sink.
Daisy doesn't like this guy, but I don't know if Daisy wants to fucking kill this guy. I think she just wants to totally...
Well, if it makes you feel any better, anything that would probably add an hour to the journey is probably going to fuck with his life some.
Daisy doesn't have to fuck and kill this guy. He can just fuck him.
Unless you have a way to get those specific wizards, I guess, back to the tower earlier. But fucking with the journey also delays everybody that needs to be there for the smuggling.
Oh, yeah, we need to... My bad.
Did they give me a time when to trigger the transaction? I mean, the distraction?
The ship is going to be going somewhere else tomorrow night, right? Traveling somewhere else. So after they return, essentially you return in the morning would be the assumed time, I think.
In the morning they want the distraction. That's
yeah. When you get back, right? So the ship is out all night, and then it gets back.
Wait a minute. What if we could give them a ton of time?
You could also give them a ton of time
with Felgalos.
Tell them, hey, we have a dragon that's tailing the ship. Why don't you hop on one of them?
Or we could just use the brooms and take them back ourselves. How many of them are there?
How far are we from the shore?
From the shore, you're not very far. From the Red Rocks, probably about a 4-hour journey by ship, probably 2 hours by dragon.
That's 2 hours.
I feel like that raises way more questions, though.
It raises a lot of questions when they hang on. They hop on the dragon.
But how much faster was Felgalos than the brooms?
The brooms probably travel a little bit fast. This isn't directly answering, but
it makes no sense to me. I calculated this last session. The brooms. Let me see if I still have this Excel sheet up. The brooms at 50 feet per second, when they're not over 200 pounds or 500 pounds, whatever the limit is, travel at 5.68 miles per hour. That's 50 feet per 6 seconds. 50 feet around.
Yeah.
That's so depressing.
So if someone is riding a flying broom, you can do a brisk jog and outpace them. It kind of sucks.
Is a brisk jog? Is that even a brisk jog?
Yes.
How fast is okay, I have no reference. I just know that Usain Bolt can run like 26 miles an hour, and that's the only speed of any human being that I know.
7 miles an hour is brisk.
The bottom line is, speed in Dungeons & Dragons does not make any sense at all.
It doesn't. but it's fine because it works for 5 feet grids.
Yeah.
Curse of Strahd 2 yesterday. Because the map of Curse of Strahd has each hex is only 1/4 of a mile, which means you can get across the map in like a day.
Yep. Yeah, we had that same discovery.
The map of the whole country?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
You're
Actually,
telling
I
me
think
Coles
maybe
is right next to the haunted house?
It
Yeah,
means, like,
actually, I
town
think
is,
maybe
like,
I
a
made the
mile apart.
discovery and I changed the scale of the map because I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
absolutely
remembering
not.
it.
You should. That's
Um,
ridiculous. What a small country. How insignificant. He's not even... Was he like Count Strahd because that's the vampire stereotype? Because he should be a lower rank at that point.
It's true. Good point.
He's nothing.
But that still brings me back to Daisy. You've got less than 10 minutes before invisibility wears off. Are you gonna?
Okay, while he's still sleeping.
Yeah.
Right, he's still sleeping. I want to grab some really obviously forged receipts and take them proof of crimes that have been done.
Nice, that's a good start.
Forgery. I don't know if I should like. Okay, I'm assuming Sam's telling me this in my, or is thinking these in our telepathy. Can I tell that he's asleep and like there hasn't been like a spell or anything on him from?
I
feel like it'd be weird for him to go from panicking to just sleep.
Yeah, I did think that was weird as well. That's a good point.
I guess.
I don't know. I've literally had that exact moment in my just existence where I'm just like, ah! And then you're just like
cracking the joke about it, like, oh yeah, you know, like how you do, just fall asleep when you're super anxious.
Yeah, sometimes it just exhausts you, and you're just like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to sleep forever. I need a Tide Pod.
If you want to, Josh, you can make an insight check if you want.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Guidance. Bardic inspiration.
I don't think I can do that on myself, can I?
You can't.
So I just gave you both just now.
I'll be honest, I don't think it's gonna matter either.
Alright. I kinda wanna beat I feel like I wanna beat the shit out of him because of the bad blood, but I feel like that's just not a good idea. I wanna stay covert.
Not unless you do steroids with.
What would Daisy do? What would Daisy do?
Poison.
Be able to resist.
Stab in the foot.
You're in. Oh wait, when you pop out, right?
I'd like to stab in the foot. The stab in the foot idea, actually. Okay, so here, I got. All right, I have a rapier, and I have a rapier +2.
Okay.
My last moment of invisibility. I want to take my, or not rapier +2. I have a rapier +1. I want to take my unplussed rapier, and I want to stab it through its foot and impale it into the ground, so that if he tries to get up, he'll do that. And then I'm gonna get the fuck out of there, go upstairs before my invisibility wears off, and kind of just try and blend it.
Making an attack ends invisibility.
Oh, yes, true.
Yeah. That was good, Dan.
It's fitting.
I want to make him nonplussed.
I can't believe someone stabbed me in the foot, or that it's not water.
A cup of water or something. I don't know.
All right. Here's the plan. Stab him in the foot. Shatter on the barrel of gold, so that it goes.
Wow.
And I run through and do my thing and just kind of pop it back in. If the rolls are like how they've been, it's gonna go smooth. Rolls are on my side tonight. I mean,
the rolls are never inconsistent because they're completely unrandom.
So okay, so step one is you're stabbing him through the
Step
foot.
one is stab him, run out, shatter, and try and do it before he can notice.
Remember, shatter is incredibly loud as well.
Shatter is an explosion of sound.
Yes, it is a sound
I'm not saying don't do it. I just want to make sure you know what you're doing.
I know. I guess that would attract the attention of the entire boat.
Yeah, that would be good for slipping away.
I mean, I could always just go invisible again. Oh no, I can't because I only have one spell slot left for my level 2 spells, and invisibility and shatter are both low. I could use shatter as a level 3.
You could use 3, yeah. Really fucking shatter that gold.
I mean, I could just do it, use shatter, then immediately use invisibility again, right?
I will warn you, I have a feeling through my telepathy link, just like thinking about what you're doing maybe, we're probably going to run into some kind of combat tonight, or a need to escape.
That's true. All right, speaking with the others, I want to get your opinion. Should I go through with this, or should I be like, nah?
So, how badly did this guy, like, wrong you?
It's the only piece of backstory that I have.
Yo.
I mean, essentially, he caused me to have to uproot my entire life in Yartar and move up north because, I mean, it was probably my own doing, like trying to scam the scammer. And then his cronies were like, "Oh, we're gonna break your legs."
Here's the tea. Here's the
I've
tea,
been
Josh.
trying to just ruin this guy.
Someone needs to clip that. I want to watch.
You want to ruin this guy? You find him at brunch tomorrow morning, like when my deal is supposed to go off. You find him at brunch tomorrow morning, and you stab him in the fucking foot. Which I didn't suggest to you earlier, and you hadn't thought of it because you didn't know that I suggested that until just now. So you stab him in the fucking foot at brunch, and then he'll make such a scene. He'll probably like hit the table and like slosh everybody's margaritas or Bloody Marys or mimosas, whatever bottomless they ordered, all over the table. And they'll be like, "What the fuck, dude?" And he'll be like, "Oh God, my foot!" And he'll be so fucking embarrassed, and everybody will be like, "Wow, you spilled all our drinks. Even though we're bottomless, we're still salty about it because we gotta wait for the waiter to come back for them to refill it." And that's how you get your sweet, sweet revenge.
And it's a distraction.
It is also a distraction, and I will pay you. I have 800 divided by 5. God. I'll pay you like 100 and some gold about it.
The payment is the stab. But you know what? I'll do it. I'm gonna get out of here before my invisibility wears off. Maybe snag a few more gold pieces, and just kind of look at him and walk back and kind of blend into the crowd. Meet up with the rest.
160 gold is what I'll pay you. That's what it will be.
Word.
As that's
happening,
as you finally
where I can report these forged receipts and like just sink to business entirely.
Waterdeep, for fucking those.
Waterdeep would probably be the place.
All right, we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. So you do that. At the same time, Mannequin, the captain, incredibly annoyed, steps out onto the main deck and whispers something into the ear of the boy that's driving the ship, and you feel it lurch as the course of everybody feels it lurch as the course of the ship changes. Everybody gambling kind of looks at each other for a second, confused, but Palminga, she stands up, she goes, "Nothing to be alarmed about, just navigating around a particularly perilous place close to the coast. Everything is fine. Go back to your games."
Okay, wait. So they needed the distraction on land, but she wants us to go out to sea?
Yeah.
So does she have some kind of other...
I don't know.
Who could say? We got the gold from the Red Wizards, so who fucking cares?
I want to go. I want to find her.
I feel like I'm like J.J. Abrams here. I've got the real puzzle box thing going on here, and I just keep piling on things that don't make any sense until you all do something.
The Millennium Puzzle. That's what I put.
But
Yo, move.
Yeah, and the course of the ship is going out, to sea, away from the coast now.
I say through the mind thing. So does the lady want the thing? Or do the wizards want the thing?
The wizard
lady,
supposedly wants to
according
hand
to
off the phoenix to the lady.
The lady's
Yeah,
got
that's the
some
best
sort of
way to put it.
agenda for sure that we don't know about.
Nemo, what are you up to?
That's a good ass question.
That's a great question. You know,
I'll
I've
just
just
keep
kind
passing it around so that nobody has enough time to think to put it all together.
Sean has a stopwatch
Yeah.
with the amount of time.
like
He had me set it.
I feel like at this point we're just waiting to do the distraction thing. Like we're gonna do it regardless, aren't we?
But
We could.
We help to figure out what the agenda is before it's too late to
yeah,
stop
because
or interfere.
what if we just like help them get this phoenix and just really fuck ourselves?
Well, our knowledge coming into this was that the red wizards and the dragon cult sucked. We didn't know that this lady sucks. So maybe if she's not allied with the dragon cult, then like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
She might be an ally, but somehow I doubt it.
That's fair thinking because she doesn't
seems a
seem
little
like an ally.
Yeah, she seems a little off for herself.
She's an ally. I'm conflicted between her being associated with one of our known entities who are our enemies, such as the Kraken cult, the Red Wizards, or if she is part of an unknown entity, such as I don't want to metagame, but like snake robes. So
Snake cult.
They're not exactly typical attire.
I feel like that's telling in some way, but
you see,
I don't want to like do anything about that. Right now, my mind is like as a character is on Kraken cult and Red Wizards.
This change, of course, has got to be related to the Kraken cult, right?
I mean, we're in the sea, so like, why the fuck not? There's this like big aberration or whatever.
It all lines up.
Don't forget the Aboleth Den.
The Aboleth is what details do you guys remember about it? Help me out here, because I've been drinking all day because I am off work today.
There were a bunch of like dozens and dozens of scary squid monsters trying to kill us.
Yes, and those were also aberrations that were probably related to the Aboleth. The Aboleth is supposedly protecting.
Those are
something down there.
The squid monsters are aboleths.
Wait, what?
Those are aboleths? I thought the aboleth was a bigger thing.
Yeah, I thought there was one big aboleth and like a bunch of little guys.
The squid, right, Sean?
Yeah. Make an Arcana check.
Well, they told us about Aboleth Den and they described it, right? So
yeah. Yeah, those things were clearly aboleths.
Those were the aboleths, right? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I chose the wrong word for the big thing, but I thought there was a big thing.
We don't know what they were hiding. We know they're hiding something.
They're hiding something. You would know that they were the aboleths that you saw were small. Were smaller than a typical aboleth, I guess.
Oh, so we got
like they were young potentially.
Those were baby ones.
Does anyone have like a cork board and a bunch of pins and strings we can put between the pins?
Pepe Sylvia.
Oh, this mail coming to Pepe.
Let's see if I can help you.
Danny, I think you're muted.
Guys out.
How long?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how long. I just noticed you like saying things and gesturing, and I was like, shit. However, like, so if you were telling jokes, you were muted after that, and we just didn't laugh. That's how long.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
No, I think it may have been not that bad. Okay. Sorry.
This is just a real clusterfuck, isn't it?
So we know the tax evasion is what the aboleths are hiding on the seabed. That's clear. And the Phoenix is going to resurrect their financial situation.
Yeah.
So we got like two distinct things, right? We got the aboleths hiding something related to the Kraken cult that the Red Wizards know about. And then on the other hand, we got this lady trying to convince the Red Wizards to give her a Phoenix. Right?
So I would think that like maybe they're trying to resurrect a dragon since the Kraken cult's working with them, but a dragon in the ocean would be a dragon turtle. And I don't think those are actually affiliated with like chromatic dragons.
Can a resurrect something that is not itself?
Can a Phoenix resurrect something besides itself? In this universe, maybe. I'm a fighter, so I wouldn't even try to roll Arcana on this, because what Arcana knowledge do I know of?
My studies aren't really about that sort of creature. I study genies and giants and stuff.
I've just heard
Genies
some
at least
stories.
are related, right? Because they're both elementals.
That's true.
At least from the elemental plane.
Wait, a genie's an elemental?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit!
And
What was the thing I learned about genies last session?
Oh shit! What did you learn about the
What
genies
was the
last
thing
session?
I learned about the genies last session?
Oh, is this important?
God damn
Oh
you,
my god!
Cameron.
Wait, let me look at my notes. It might come back to me.
Oh, thank God you took notes. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I love this game.
Okay. So
I love you, Sean.
If you can see it from my side, it's so simple that it's beautiful.
all right.
I feel like we're just constantly making tangential lines around the topic.
The issue is, you guys got
giant webs here and here, and they're like this.
y'all nailed a conspiracy. Like you just swagged into one, and now all of us are like, it's all there. It's all in the fucking ether.
So here are my notes from last session, and I was taking these while things were happening, so they aren't 100% full sentences.
I'm excited.
So it's experiments that they have been running on an Efreeti.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
They've
That's
captured many types of genies running experiments on them. They have a room in the basement of the tower that's a weird, torturous teleportation maze.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember. Wait, what?
They have like a
He's
room.
right. I said that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They have.
How
a
did I
weird
miss that?
and then another thing I wrote was that it seems like one small thing amongst a lot of weird shit they have going on. That might just refer to all the stuff we're uncovering right now.
What is one small thing?
The experiments on the genies.
The experiments are just one small part of all the things that the Red Wizards are doing.
So
the Red Wizards are
I
a
will
huge
have
organization.
told all of you through my telepathic thing, thanks to Sam, that there is a full elemental prison, which would include all types of genie, and the Phoenix, and anything else. Sam is typing.
I'm trying
Wait
to
for it.
but it's happening anyway.
Wait, can we come back to
I
who
was gonna say, we probably look
Slarkrithol
really
is?
weird right now because we're all just kind of standing there, not talking, and like thinking really hard.
Sean, can you remind me of any information we got on Slarkrithol?
You just know that Caspian Dryland is terrified of them, but seems to work for them in some capacity.
Okay.
Yo, fuck it. I'll just
If you want to, you can make an Arcana check on the name. I think I had you do this before, but fuck it, we're stuck. You can do it again.
I have an idea.
Josh, did Daisy stab Slarkrithol? I mean, stab
No.
boy yet?
What if we talk to Casper Dryland?
Hey.
He
Nothing.
clearly does not seem okay with whatever's happening right now. Maybe
It's Casper. Did Daisy stab Casper yet?
not yet.
I held off.
He might be someone
You
that we can
should
talk
bind
to,
him.
because he clearly is not
I was
happy with what's
thinking
going on
about
on the
it.
ship. So maybe if we agree to help him, then we can get some information.
Gag
Right.
him, bind him, let's interrogate him.
No,
When he's gagged, he can't talk. So what I'm
Okay,
thinking
well,
is
to
we'll
Harlan,
pull up-
you can just be like,
Daisy
"Bruh."
forge a ring, and then forge one more ring in secret. Give the first ring to Casper Dryland, and then when he wears it, we in the darkness bind him using the second ring we create, and then we question him.
I thought you were joking at first,
Or
but that's actually a cool idea.
He's almost like a hostage on his own ship.
Thanks, I was joking the entire time. That was a Lord of the Rings reference.
All right. What if a number of us go talk to Casper?
I want to get off the boat.
I'm scared.
Well, the marshmallows keep coming. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sam
I
says,
feel so lost.
The thing is, I don't have a good enough understanding about anybody's motivations on this boat except that there's a deal trying to go down for me to have any kind of reason to take any action. You know, it's like
a few of the Red Wizards are trying to get a Phoenix to the Snake Lady, which means that we're getting paid, and that the Snake Lady is going to try to use the Phoenix in some way. I have no knowledge of Arcana or Phoeni in general, Phoenixes, however the plural is said, but I, from legends, assume that it is related to some sort of resurrection or restoration. So do with that what you will.
And we also know that Casper Dryland, the owner of the ship, is pretty much not in charge of the ship right now and is not happy about it.
Yes. And he's worried about Gerger Plurgermek, the Kraken.
He's worried about the Kraken. And we're looking for a Kraken cult. Which means
okay, maybe the lady can take us to the Kraken cult if she's possibly involved.
Let's try and see if we could talk to him separate from Snake Lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, talking to somebody else will get you more information to hopefully maybe stop going in circles, right?
It can't hurt.
Yes, rather than talking to each other more.
And,
good idea, Sean.
So I'm just gonna do it.
You're a valued member of this party.
While we're talking in circles, I'm going down to his desk, his room, his office.
Right. Sean, you said the ultimate thing that throws me off when something's already throwing me off, which is when I'm overthinking something and then someone's like, "You're overthinking this."
Yeah.
And then the moment they like confirm the thing I'm already almost positive is happening, the spiral goes like full tilt, and I'm just like, ah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Breeze, you're going now to talk to Casper Dryland, who is currently asleep at his desk.
Yeah.
I'll join you, Breeze.
Are you trying to go down there like discreetly?
I don't want the Snake Lady to notice.
Okay, so make the same thing. Make a charisma check, and if you're proficient with stealth, you can add that.
I'm not proficient in stealth, so
but your charisma is pretty decent.
I'll take my +5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm out here with that.
You do the thing where you sort of like slip in and out of conversations, right? Until you're suddenly just there, and then you just walk on down. Nobody takes notice of you. The door to his sort of office is unlocked, and he appears to just still be asleep there at his desk.
Okay, I'm going to close the door behind me and lock it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and gently shake him awake.
Whoa! Who? What? And then he jumps out of his chair and stumbles back. What the fuck do you want?
I think you and I can help each other. I'm worried about whatever's going on this ship right now.
Okay, that does make two of us.
But I only have a little bit of the information, so I'm hoping that maybe we can work together and figure out what's going on, and maybe, keep your ship safe and your business afloat, so to speak.
He can hear us.
All right. Give me a sec. I'm gonna. I don't have anything to write on, do I?
I assume you have. He has stuff to write on at the very least.
All right. I'm just gonna write on the. I'm just gonna write on the thing that I can. If you're willing to wait 10 minutes, we can communicate silently.
Does anybody else know you're down here?
I don't think so. I write on the paper.
Okay. It's worth the wait. Go.
So
Thank you, Dan. You're so sweet.
I'm going to recast Rary's telepathic bond so that we can communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be like, all right. Now we can speak freely telepathically. is he that you're so afraid of?
The he is so afraid of would be Slarkrithel. Slarkrithel. I know we have it, but just so that everybody can see it again there.
Slarkrithel. Slarkrithel is
the
Kraken?
Yeah. You're on track.
And Slarkrithel is...
And he says... I'm trying to work here.
Sorry.
Hey, Sean! You're a beautiful individual!
And why, well, first of all, Krakens can, like, spy on you? Like, where is Slarkrithel that they can keep an eye on you so closely?
Krakens from the Underdark can.
Kraken Underdark, that sounds scary.
Ooh, there was water down there. I thought water flowed uphill.
What's their relationship to you and this ship?
Look, I'm in over my head, okay? I made some deals with some people for some money to get the, times were tight with the ship. And, but now I've got this fucking wizard on my ship, right? Watching me all the time. And this captain, right? And we're all somehow, are being bribed or controlled or are working for this fucking, this Kraken that lives under the fucking sea. It's insane.
So the Kraken's like bribing people to work for it?
At least that's how it was with me. I don't know. Maybe it could be anything. But the bottom line is they're all working for him. And if we don't do what he says, he could kill us at any point. I've seen it happen.
And what does he want us to do?
He wants us to bring members of the Red Wizards out to sea to maybe some kind of sacrifice. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Sacrifice the members?
I'm sorry, say that again, Sam?
To sacrifice members, like some of the wizards.
Members of the, in this case, it's the red. Yeah, members of the Red Wizards, but just in general, powerful magicians.
What do you know about Snake Lady and her interests in rare creatures?
Are you talking about the Phoenix bullshit?
Yeah, the Phoenix bullshit.
That was just to get them on the ship.
So
established a working relationship with them that they would come on the ship.
That's
that was
big
all bullshit. And you guys are, I'm assuming those people, the lesser members that are involved, are the ones getting.
Yeah, you're getting it.
All right. I think I'm starting to figure out what's going on here.
Wow, this really was like a.
This is. We didn't think that this job was gonna go so wrong, but now we think Saz Tom is onto us. He got, apparently right before they all came on the ship, he got some information from somebody, and now they're all suspicious. But Slarkrithel wants us to go through with it anyway. This was supposed to be way fucking easier than the last job. You would think just a bunch of regular old ass men would be a lot easier than a goddamn giant.
Yeah, you would think. Giants are not as clever. So maybe that's why. Maybe.
I just want off this fucking ship. Oh no. Oh god. Blood pours from his nostrils. It's a nosebleed. Freezes up and falls over dead.
Oh,
Let's take a 15-minute break there.
Oh no. Well, we got the connection's been made.
Yeah, so let's come back we'll call it 9:25 and we'll have we can play maybe for an hour. I think things are about to.
Damn.
So this dude can read telepathic communication, I guess. That's concerning.
Yeah. I will be back. I'm gonna go get a drink and stuff.
All right. Oh, big message from Cameron.
Yeah. That's just my notes.
Cool.
I like how it ends.
Okay, never mind.
Woo. At least we got free gold according to Cameron's notes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gonna have to give back that 1,000 gold.
Oh, we're not giving it back either way. They're gonna come try to kill us. We're gonna kill them, or they're
Probably
just gonna not
get
bother.
sacrificed.
Hello. That is fascinating.
Hey!
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant.
A big struggle for me when I've been doing like the contactless delivery thing is that my house currently doesn't have any house numbers on it. So I used to sit by, I don't really do it so much anymore, but I used to sit by like the front window of my house. So while I was working, and if I ordered delivery while I was working, I would just see like these confused delivery drivers just like and the weird thing with my street is that the numbers jump by 4. So they were just so confused. So I would watch delivery drivers just absolutely fumble with trying to give me delivery. I would watch like I would intervene at a certain point.
It's like a drowning child. You just let it be.
Yeah, it'll sort itself out. How was ever?
Sometimes I say, "What a Thursday." Depends. We have a good time.
How was everyone's break? Did anyone make any monumental breakthroughs in their life?
I realized that Slagrathor was really just like not feeling himself because of his bullies in middle school, and then like we worked it out, and now he's like not even a threat anymore, and he's like, "Hey, if you want to like talk to the Kraken cult, I'll introduce you." So that was nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice. It looks cozy.
I also got a little bundled up. Sweatshirt.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
Do your ankles feel free? I'm happy for.
All 4, man. You really rushed into those.
You did all 4 of your ankles? Bro, General Grievous doesn't even have 4 ankles. Oh my god, dude. General Grievous is ambidextrous, actually. He is ambidextrous. Never mind.
He's like is okay. I guess ambi. What?
I think ambi means both sides. So strictly speaking, like no matter how many arms on each side, it's fine.
But if he had one on the top, that would be like a different.
Yeah, and one down below.
But he is symmetrical. Yeah.
You.
Do you think he has 4 wieners?
General Kenobi. Kidney.
I was gonna say, doesn't he explicitly not have 3, and that he has none?
Well, he has a heart.
Has his brain and his heart? No. I meant 4, because I was responding to Josh's comment. No. When Josh said, "Do you think he has 4 dicks?" and I was saying, "No, we literally that part of his body is exposed the entire time in all of the media that he's in. He is not."
Why do the
It
dicks have
clearly
to be
shows
there,
7.
though? They can be anywhere. Bruh.
What?
Just think
He doesn't have any skin. He doesn't have any skin.
I was just gonna say you could take off the little piece of plating that's right there, and underneath there would be his 4 dicks.
That seems rude. If there's 4 of them, it's rude.
I don't think that's rude. I think that's
No, he wasn't.
No, Sean's right. 4 in the sty, it's rude to pry. 1 in the hatch, go have a catch.
There's been a Reddit thread about this. Did General Grievous still have a penis?
of course there is.
There's gotta
This is a new way. This is the lens that we're supposed to watch Revenge of the Sith through. It's like The Sun Also Rises. Like, if you're not paying attention, you don't realize like the main character's wound, right? Then you don't understand the full story. I think we all need to watch the Revenge of the Sith with this new context in mind, and all of it will make sense.
Now, here's one that we can actually really have some discourse on. Does Darth Vader still have a penis after Episode 3? Yes.
I think it's like one of those hot dogs that's just totally black.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait, how
hoping
far
for
down did he get
Sam
burned?
to
Or
be
how far
fully
up his
back
body?
and save us from
Didn't
this.
he lose his legs?
Well, his legs were cut off, but he got really scorched.
My leg.
Maybe if his penis is so long, like part of it got burned off, but like it didn't make it up high enough. So like he's got like half of
Oh, the high ground.
the high ground.
The problem is heat rises, so it gets the high ground eventually unless you get it first.
Okay.
I was just looking up some Google images for General Grievous' penis.
Do you think Jabba has a penis? Like Jabba the Hutt?
I don't know.
Sam, please.
Clearly,
you're
there's
just
some
really
kind of
quiet
sex drive
for
in
some reason right
in
now.
the way that he dresses up Leia. You know,
What's happening?
I'm trying to save us from this conversation. And
Yeah, we can change back to D&D.
D&D.
Yeah.
Krakens.
do you think the Kraken has
Good
a
job,
penis?
Yo,
Sam.
the guy's dead. What the fuck?
Yeah, so you all hear
Strong
him like, in
transition.
your mind screaming no, and then silence. Sam, he with a thud he hits the ground. What do you all want to do now?
I want to run in and kick him a little bit.
The door's locked. First of all, guess I don't have any way of like hiding him. Sucks. All right, well, guys. He's dead, but at least now we know kind of what's going on.
So Kraken Cult has the giant. They're forcing this guy to use his ship to help with capturing these things. It sounds.
For some
right?
reason, they want to sacrifice powerful individuals to this Kraken. So that doesn't bode well for the well-being of a Hecaton or Artisimber, for that matter.
It's almost like they want to like sacrifice him as part of a thing for the Phoenix to restore the Kraken. And that is complete conjecture, but I'm still fixated on the Phoenix.
I don't think they actually give a shit about the Phoenix.
You're probably right.
I think that's all just a disguise because it's only like the odd ones out that were involved with this Phoenix plan. I'm pretty sure those are the ones that are getting sacrificed.
I think we let it happen.
Yeah,
I think the Phoenix people are also getting sacrificed. That's why they said they made it up.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. The ones involved with the Phoenix plan are the ones getting sacrificed.
But if the ones involved with the Phoenix plan to leave the ship, how are they getting sacrificed?
I thought they were just trying to get more.
They're not making it back home.
So you think the Kraken appear before the Phoenix plan goes into effect, aka before tomorrow?
Yeah, so they're taking the ship off course right now, presumably to go towards wherever this Kraken wants sacrifices to happen.
Okay.
And it's going to happen tonight, definitely before they get back to their tower. There's no way they're getting back.
And so didn't he say that the whole prospect of a Phoenix trade was just to get them on the ship in the first place?
Just get them on the ship.
Yeah.
Like the trade itself is irrelevant right now, I guess.
I think it was.
So we have to determine we're heading that way.
Basically, what we have to decide is, well, we want to find this Kraken cult thing, but what do we do? Like, do we just let them do their plan? I mean,
well, we want to get rid of the guardians of the cult, which is Slarkathel and all his babies, so we want to fuck them up. So something we could do is alert the Red Wizards to this thing so that they're better equipped to help us fight Slarkathel.
Right.
Or we could let them be caught by surprise, not garner the ire of the Snake Lady and the Kraken cult, and then like try to just make our way through.
There's also the issue that somehow Slarkathel was able to read telepathic communications, so he definitely probably knows what we're saying right now. And
well, he can go suck a fucking dick. He's in the ocean. I can fly 60 feet in the air, and I don't give a shit about it.
The dude just died.
Tony seizes up and dies.
I'll point
dude,
out
he can suck my dick.
That you're conspiring against him, and he hasn't been able to harm you in any capacity. He probably had a specific link with. He probably has a specific link with members of his own cult. But no, he can't. He can't kill you from afar.
Wow,
the guy.
Yeah, this dude can suck a dick.
So
fuck him.
I guess we have to figure out, because we're trying to find out where the cult is. Which, if we just let the ship go and do its thing, then we'll find that out. If we alert the Red Wizards, then we might never get there, and then we'll just be in the middle of the ocean without direction.
Yeah, I say fuck the Red Wizards.
Yeah. If we alert them right before the imminent danger, then they will have no choice but to combat it.
But will we know when the imminent danger is happening? We might not have a lot of notice.
Right.
We could try. Personally,
so what I think we can do is stoke some embers and then let the catalyst be the actual attack so that they are prepared, but don't take any forward action until they actually benefit us. I think we could make that work.
So what is our goal here then? So we want to find out where the Kraken cult is, but then what do we do when we get there? Do we try and leave and then regroup after knowing where it's located?
Underdark, omnipotent Kraken.
In my mind, the goal would be to have the Red Wizards pitched against the Kraken cult in this inevitable attack by Slarkathel, have them a little more prepared so that they can do a little more damage to Slarkathel for us, and then ideally Slarkathel is taken care of and we can go explore further into the Kraken cult below. If not, then we can regroup after gaining this more knowledge of where they are, depending on where Slarkathel does attack us from.
Okay.
Anybody else's thoughts on that? Because that's just my opinion, my conjecture.
I'm I'm just a little concerned about what might happen because the little baby agoliths,
Aboliths,
those all really fucked me up, and so I'm worried about the strength of bigger ones or the strength of this kraken.
Yes, fair. That's why I definitely want to have the red wizards alerted to the threat. But I think with like a cruise ship full of at least somewhat accomplished wizards, they would be able to do something against this person versus just like a surprise crash. I think if we can get them to stop drinking, get them to like be on their toes, a lot could change.
All right, so I have a proposition. Mannequin, you as your servant disguise, you were the first one that heard the mention of Larkrathel, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you wander around handing drinks and be like, you know, it's the weirdest thing. I heard them talking about this guy Slarkerthel, but we haven't met him yet. Like, what's going on? And maybe that'll start getting them to ask some questions and
I like that.
sow the seeds.
I'll go about my.
I feel like someone would have to distract the snake lady because she's a proponent of Slarkerthel, if I'm correct in my reasoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daisy, you seem like someone who could seduce perhaps Nemo. You guys are bards. Fuck her.
I'll play a rousing tune. Hidden with
bard.
Let's keep her occupied for the moment.
One of you play that saxophone song. I think it's I Never Want to Love Again. And the other one,
Sorry.
On the bagpipes.
Wait. Okay. I'm not a bard. I don't know how to play anything. But I'll sing.
Oh, you're not a bard. What are you?
I'm a fucking, what am I again? I'm a fucking ranger. Yeah.
A ranger, but with some scheming on the side for sure.
Okay, well then Daisy play Never Gonna Love Again by Like Lee, apparently. And then Cameron, go fuck her. I don't know. Or we could do the charisma on actually like trying to like have sex with her. That could work. I don't know. If Daisy probably has more charisma.
We have no prior relationship with this woman that would make it. In fact, she's suspicious of us. I don't think that sex is the angle here. I think we just need to have her be preoccupied with something in another room.
All right, I'll play Chinese checker with her and then play hide the sausage. But first, I'll play Chinese checker, which I'm proficient in.
Are you?
No, I'm proficient in cards, but it's pretty much the same thing. I thought that may actually come up in this gambling ship, the cards thing, but it did not. I'll play strip poker with her.
You've really got all the tactics.
Where is she currently? Do we know where she is?
She's presumably up on the gambling in the gambling room in her chair or making her rounds as always. Spent a couple of hours and she only occasionally comes down here. But you do know that she is going to come down here eventually, Captain.
Maybe I could go up to her and talk to her and try to do something calm, just complimenting her snake dress, saying, "Oh, tell me about this. Where'd you get it?" That kind of deal.
This is why I play D&D with Cam. Let's go.
So that's what I do.
Are you doing it?
I mean, if I see her hanging around, if I'm having some drinks and acting casual, just to not make it seem like I know that this is about to be something really sketchy, I'll go up and just act like I'm vibing still.
Nemo's trying to just make one less lonely girl.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just open with a charisma check. Persuasion, sure.
I think just as a home rule, we should just let Cam's charisma speak for itself.
20.
So she's talking to, she's exchanging chips with one of the same wizards, right? And you come up and you tap her on the shoulder and you say,
I say, I like that dress you have. Where'd you get it?
It's been passed down. It's been passed down my family for some generations. I am a bit busy here. If you just give me 1 second. And
Yeah, where's your family from?
I get that question a lot.
Like, what's the is like?
Let me wait. Hold on. Do I have her on
Chinese
where you
or
are?
Japanese?
No, she's from Snaketown, dude.
Are you Chinese or Japanese?
Hold on, I gotta pop her stats. Said you like snakes, yeah. Boom. Okay, now she's on this page. This is what she looks like, by the way.
Oh shit, she looks like a reaction meme.
Yeah.
I'm from up north. I don't know, man.
She's just sternly disappointed with what she's seeing.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
Yeah.
Korean. Never heard of that.
I did not. I don't mean for that to be the implication of what I was saying. I really didn't.
It wasn't. I know it wasn't. Cameron, it's all good. She says I haven't. I understand that you're here to have fun, but I have a job to do tonight. This is my job. I'm working.
Okay. I mean, you can come chat with me when you have some time.
Is there something that you need?
Trying to make small talk.
What does the scintillating conversation that all of these wonderful guests that we have, does that not suffice?
You know, you talk to 3 wizards, you talk to all the wizards. They're basically all the same guys. They're all these boring old dudes with beards, you know?
I think you have a misunderstanding of what it means to be a wizard. And she snaps her finger, and one of the snakes on her robe turns into a real snake.
Moses?
Oh, shit.
And she grabs it and pets it, gives you a wink, and says, like I said, I have work to do.
That was
the
amazing.
Snake becomes part of the robe again.
The biblical joke would have actually been
that was
Moses'
really cool.
brother. That's my bad.
No one could resist Cam's charms.
You know, I'm not gonna bother her any further. I was hoping that would go somewhere, but
maybe with higher than an 11, it could have.
Yo, I'll go up to her.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Hey, you likely been working a lot. Can I buy you a shot? Just to make it a little calmer. 13, that's too better than 11.
So she walks away from Nemo, and you walk up confidently right after, and she turns it. Oh, fucking hell! You don't need to purchase me a drink. I can drink for free while I'm here, but I don't like to because, as I was just telling your friend, I'm trying to do my job.
Do you need any help?
First of all, that's awesome. Second of all, I'm sorry that you're so busy. Third of all, is there any way I can help?
Yeah, you know what? Can you just, both of you, just keep a good eye on everything? Make sure that nothing bad is going on here. I actually have to check on something downstairs.
Sure. You know what? I'll make sure all those goons that are worried about that whole like Phoenix bullshit are still satisfied with what they think is going on.
Are you really saying that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
She's going to cast suggestion on you.
Oh.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I'll have you know I'm not even proficient in that, so I hope you're worried that you can't beat a 10.
She says, well, here, let me read suggestion and see what it is. Course of activity limited to a sentence or two. Close a creature you can see within range. They can hear and understand you. Can't be triple ever. Must be worded in such a manner to make it sound reasonable. Okay, she's gonna suggest for you to go downstairs to the captain's quarters.
Oh no!
I've been psychically linking this whole time, and I'm like, so I told him like what I was gonna try to do, and then I was like, whatever, guys, I'm just gonna go down to the captain's quarters.
Because I'm
Apparently
friends
are
with
dead
Tony.
body, right?
Yeah,
What?
that's where Breeze is with the body. Yeah.
All right. Let's try and get like empty gold out of this barrel and stick him in the barrel.
yeah. Let me finish up with Nemo, and then we'll come back to that, Sam.
Okay.
What did you say, Cameron?
Well, I was just thinking, I mean, is anyone else of our party up on the top deck?
Mannequin's up on like the actual like top deck.
Or like
Right,
on the gambling
outside.
floor?
I think you're the only, I guess probably Daisy's up there now too, because Daisy left downstairs. So Daisy's around there.
Okay, I guess I'll reconvene with Daisy and just.
Well, she's not gonna let you leave.
Well, I was gonna say, I
Just
mean, this is my friend. Can I just follow him downstairs?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Are you? She's gonna make it. Are you okay? Wait. Are you trying to do something else, or are you actually gonna go downstairs?
No. That was the only reason that I was assessing the situation of what was going on the gambling floor. That was why I asked. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna still just hang out with Daisy.
Well, you're in the.
What up, yo?
You're in the room.
She have.
You were talking to her. So she might just not want you to leave.
She has the spell slots. I think she cast it on you too. Make a.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, make a wisdom saving throw for me. Is it she can. It's concentration, so she wouldn't. She knows what she's doing. That's a shame. Because
I was muted.
You gotta.
Oh wait, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I was offering fine advice. No, not like that kind of advice. Just like being like, hey, this observation that might have been valuable. It was only within Cam's thing. It's fine.
Okay. She's gonna. So she just asks you. She says, "Do you mind joining your?" I assume you also know about the nonsense that your friend was speaking of. Do you also? We would like to. Why don't we all have a little chat where it's a bit more private?
Wait, what?
Down in the captain's quarters.
What nonsense are you talking about?
You were just standing right here when he mentioned a.
I didn't hear anything in that
I see
conversation.
what you're doing, and I don't have time for it.
I love Cam's 4, and he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's so authentic. It's so authentic.
We'll go down to the captain's quarters for this conversation, or when I'm done with your friend, I'll deal with you next.
You think you'll be able to walk around after me?
Oh.
And then she starts walking down. Okay, so Sam, you're trying to scoop gold out of the barrel enough to fit the body.
All right, can I actually? I do want to keep go. I think I will go downstairs.
Alternative idea is a body.
Okay, you're like, all right, I'll come along now.
Is a corpse considered an object?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna pick him up and I'm gonna like put kind of get into the barrel and then bamf into my ring.
+1 to necrophiliacs.
The ring will be in the barrel of gold, and we will both be in the space.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I have one final thing I want to do before, but could I try to loop Daisy into coming down with me?
I think she also goes to get Daisy at this point.
Okay.
So yeah. So the question is then if Daisy is gonna also go downstairs for this meeting.
Yeah, my camera's off, but I'm still here.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if she approaches Daisy, Daisy's not gonna be like, nah, you know.
Yeah.
But I think Daisy's just trying to play it cool right now and just play some cards or whatever. But if she approaches me, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll play coy though. I don't know what's going on.
She also will then. She grabs a couple of the wizards that she's been conversing with the entire time, the ones that are trying to do this deal, to come with her downstairs.
Oh, I don't like that.
I believe so, Sam. Why?
So I'll just tell people telepathically before I go in that I'm going to be out of communication for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Will the spell still work between the rest of us?
Sure. Why not?
I think
All right.
it would.
Thanks, Sean.
Because the telepathic link is like amongst everybody.
All we got to do is convince them to play a game for their lives, and then we'll all cheat telepathically together, and we'll win, casino style.
Plan.
So she leads you all. So yeah. So Sam, Breeze, you bamf into the barrel with the body. Luckily for all of you, maybe Mannequin is not even she doesn't realize the concern there. So Mannequin, you're still up on the top deck, right?
Yeah.
But you know all this is happening. So do you do anything?
Honestly,
I was going to have you be our spotter for the telepathy game casino.
I feel like if we're moving towards the sacrifice thing and she's taking you all down there, maybe me being by the steering wheel is a strong asset.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to check in and make sure.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with where I am.
So in case, she leads you all down into the captain quarters. Looks inside. Caspian Dryland is gone. Oh my god! Did you do something to him?
Josh, did you stab him in the foot? I forget.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, then what happened to him? I don't remember.
He died to the
Oh,
telepathically murdered him.
yes, and he's buried in the Chuck E. Cheese coins.
we truthfully
That's how I want to go.
Yes, the ball pit.
We didn't.
That's true. I feel like in the spirit of it, though, it's probably still a deception check.
It's omission of information for sure.
I hear what's happening, but I'm not.
Oh yeah, you're not. Yeah. But okay, so she says, "Did you do something to him?"
No, I didn't.
Make a deception check. I mean, yeah.
Is it deception? Is it really deception?
I mean, like
kind
you just agreed with me that it was a mission of information.
Yes. Where's deception? Oh, I'm rolling it. I just gotta find it. I'm so bad at the alphabet right now. Hold on. There we go. She'll never catch on.
You know something that you're not telling me.
Yeah. I know so much that you don't know. Like, about myself and people that I know that you don't know. Like, what's your point?
Make a wisdom saving throw. She's going to cast Detect Thoughts.
All right. If I get a 9 again, there's no way she can beat it this time. I'm doing great, guys.
No.
All right. You're going to be difficult about it.
I'm sorry. I'm being difficult. I came down here like you asked. I'm answering your questions. Why? How about I ask you some questions?
Go ahead.
Honestly. All right. Thank
Nice.
you. First of all, I appreciate that. First question would be, why did you cahoot all these Red Wizards onto this ship to get them out here with this massive beast?
Hard questions out the gate.
Yeah, it was a hard question at the gate.
Sean's just like.
So you're telling. So based on that, you're telling me that you know about our Lord Slarkrethel.
I know a lot of things. I'm asking you about what I don't know.
But you don't understand why we would. Hold on, let me see. Actually, I guess to be fair, understand exact rekindled war. Our goal is essentially chaos.
Okay. I am not diametrically opposed to that.
Invoke a war between the giants and the dragons. Been successful on that front. Invoke a war between the red wizards and the way all the other red wizards are still here, and they're just like staring in horror as she explains. Right, they had no idea about this Kraken situation at all.
Wait, they're there? I thought we were in a private room.
She brought them to guard, right? Or a room.
Oh.
Okay. And they go to leave, and she mage hands the door. It slams shut, and she locks it.
Cool. How many are in the room?
There's her, and then 4 wizards, so 5 total.
Who else from our party?
Sam's technically there, not Jim.
Fuck, not Jim.
No.
Yeah, I'm listening, but I'm in my ring space.
Yeah, Sam's in the ring, so he's kind of there. But then you also have Nemo and Daisy with you.
It's got like the giant.
Okay. You got the best of the best, kid.
3 of us outside, one more.
Mannequin, essentially.
Okay.
Should I start making my way down, or should I be staying here?
Well, I mean, do we have the telepathic link still?
Yeah.
I'll let you know of the situation, but I'll leave it up to you. Clearly, things aren't violent yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here. How long would it take me to get to where they are from where I
am? Not long. Maybe 2 minutes. Only because you have to sort of navigate your way through the crowd. Like the gambling part is pretty crowded, so you can't like run through, especially if you didn't want to cause a scene.
I see. 2 minutes is a little bit of time. I'll start to make my way there. Keeping a low profile.
Okay. Yeah, sure. What was she saying? She was saying, oh yeah, so chaos help start a war between the dragons and the giants. Now is looking to start a fight between the red wizards, the Zentarim, and the Harpers.
Okay. I'm in no way opposed to any of that. So you can go off.
Wait, can you repeat the groups that she's trying to...
So the first was the Giants and the Dragons, right? The Kraken cult was working with Imrith to sabotage the Giants.
Right.
Then the second, the Zentarim, Red Wizards, and the Harpers.
And what about them?
So the Red Wizards are the people on the ship, right?
Yeah.
The Harpers are who you're currently working with.
Yeah.
And then the Zentarim they're just generally bad guys, but they're enemies of the Harpers.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of 3 of the major power. The other one would be the Lord's Alliance, but the Lord's Alliance probably wouldn't get super involved in this unless to pick a side if a full war broke out. Right. Honestly, though, she'll even say the main goal of that is to keep the Harpers from interfering with the much more bloody and disastrous war for the entire continent, which would be the Giants and Dragons. Small folk are nothing compared to them. And they are nothing compared to Slarkrithel.
Okay, so your main proponent of all this chaos is to propel Slarkrithel forward.
Yeah.
You don't care about the giants or the small folk or the dragons.
Correct.
Okay. I mean, I am fine personally with the giants and the dragons killing each other the cultists and the Harpers, fighting. They already did that to begin with. As long as the majority of the small folk are safe, which includes me, I don't care. I really don't care. If you want to get Slargathel doing their own thing, I just want to know what that is so I can be prepared for it. So if you're willing to give me that information, I would love that. But I completely understand if you don't want to divulge anything further. However, that would involve more action out of curiosity from me and my friend. And that could interrupt things.
As you're saying this, one of the wizards says, "You might not have a problem with it, but I do," and is going to start casting teleport. Helming counter spells it immediately.
Straight up stops it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah.
That's bad.
I mean, I'll look back at them and be like, I understand why you have a problem with it. And I'm not going to stop you from trying to do what you're trying to do. But obviously she is. I'm just curious about the details here.
I think at this point we're rolling for initiative.
That's fair. That's totally fine.
Black and yellow. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. Yep.
Sam is catching on.
You know what it is.
Danny's probably here by now. That was a lot of talking.
Yeah. Danny, you're like right outside the door. The door is locked, however. But yeah. So Danny also rolled initiative.
Mage hand lock that door? That's rude.
Oh, wait, fuck. I'm sorry. My bad.
I'm still gonna look
what happened? Oh, you just didn't click your token?
Yeah.
What did you get? 16?
Oh yeah, my alignment is definitely true neutral at this point.
Why won't it let me out of turn?
I feel like we're straying a bit from the good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have mine written down for a while, so I just put it in as true neutral based on my actions this session.
Sort descending.
It really depends on where you're going.
All right, so so they cast these spells back and forth, right? And then you can tell that clearly there's a fight that's about to go down. What do you want to do, Tony?
There's just a lot of factors.
Act in an uncertain situation. I love that.
Kind of have to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Is there a map that we're working with, or no? Because I totally understand.
It's like a a maybe 20 by 20 room. If you want, I mean, I don't think there's anything important enough to draw beyond that. Hold on, let me
Fair enough.
There's some other stuff off this map.
Maybe
20 by 20, and I have a 15 by 15 defense if I wanted to activate. That would include at least the res wizards or the snake mage.
If I draw shape.
So I couldn't just protect our party.
Shift 1,
but
2,
at that point,
3, 4 by. Right. I'm gonna say it's a little bit bigger for the sake of. This is gonna get insane.
What are you trying to cast?
So we're gonna go with 30 by 30 just for the sake of. 10, 15, 25. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll put. Hold on. I'm just. Why did it do that? Oh, I'm not on the right layer. Okay. Wait, can you see that rectangle?
Nope.
Cool.
I see how many. Oh, there it is.
Cool. So let's put everybody in here. The door. Okay, so where's Mannequin? The door will be like right here. We'll say you're 10 feet away from it at this point, right? The door's right there. Kind of doesn't matter. The wizards were trying to go towards the door, so they're on this side. We'll go like this.
I'm glad Jim's not here.
Breeze, you're in the barrel in the corner, right?
Yep.
And Daisy, you're. So we'll go like that. This is, I mean, it's. Oh, and she's in here. We'll put her like. She's probably over here actually, and I'm gonna put you like here, Nemo. She's probably like at the desk almost, right? She's used to this position of. So there's a desk there, but I don't think the desk is enough. That's even like difficult terrain or anything. You could just move it out of the way easily. It's a pretty small desk. So okay, so Tony, what do you want to do? Sorry.
Honestly, I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3. And then readying a dodge would just be for an attack, not like to do a dexterity saving throw or anything like that,
The
right?
dodge action, I believe, gives disadvantage on attacks against you and advantage on dex.
Oh, okay. Then I will ready a dodge, and I'll motion for Nemo and like Breeze, like that general direction. Breeze is hidden, but we have the telepathy to come over here.
Yeah, if we all get together, I have Lumen's tiny hut.
Lumen's tiny hut, I think, takes a minute to cast.
Damn, you're right.
There's only 10 turns.
I have the cube of force, and Breeze also has his wall of force. We could also go out the door if you guys want. It really doesn't. Either way, I don't know. Or we could fight, but I don't know who we really care about fighting. I say we just let them kill each other.
Breeze. I don't know if it takes an action or anything to come out of your
bonus. I just looked it up.
Okay.
Alright. Fuck it. I'm gonna bonus action pop out of the barrel, corpse in hand.
Oh shit.
and I'm just gonna toss that thing to the side, and I'm gonna try and cast Globe of Invulnerability.
Okay.
I guess I will. Yeah, I'm gonna run over to Tony and Daisy first, if possible.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna cast the Globe of Invulnerability.
How does that work?
So it's a 10-foot radius around me.
Oh, okay.
And spells within the globe, nothing can be affected by spells 6th level or lower.
So would that include the Snake Mage?
If she casts a 7th level spell, then it'll go through. But
no, but I mean, is she inside the globe?
She would probably be. Well, it depends on where I'm standing. If I were here, then she would not be.
Okay. Yeah, there's.
But if she's in it, well, I guess that's what I would do. Yeah. So there.
Okay. Boom. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Am I capable of entering that?
Yeah. Nothing. You can physically walk into it. You can punch through it. You can shoot arrows through it. You just can't cast spells through it or in it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Our necromancer is up. Necromancers are not as useful.
There is one dead body here for him.
Yeah,
that's true. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about animated. I don't think it's worth the action economy. I think he's still thinking that he has to get out to his friends, right?
Sure.
Teleport from your current location to any other spot within range. You can drive exactly. Yeah, so he is going to cast Dimension Door. I'm gonna rule that she doesn't have her reaction yet.
Right, she did counterspell.
Yeah. And so I don't think anybody else had, unless anybody else has counterspell. I think out of there.
But I'm not. I can't use it.
Doesn't actually teleport that far. Mannequin, you can see just whoop into. You hear behind you, sort of step out from this magical door, and takes off running towards the stairs.
Okay.
And actually, you're up next. What do you do?
I'm gonna activate my flame tongue.
You're muted.
I will activate. No, I knew that. The rest of the time, it clicked once you said it, but I forgot to unmute myself for that moment. I'm gonna activate my flame tongue.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stab.
Run up and stab him. Okay.
The wizard?
Isn't he running away?
We're
Yes.
not necessarily anti-wizard.
Oh wait. Okay, wait. Sir.
Who are you anti?
They've been duped by the snake lady.
At this point, I would think we want the wizards to be as prepped as possible because they aren't anti-us, and that the snake lady has a kraken up her sleeve or whatever Slaughterthel is. So I think we want to give them as much as we can without antagonizing.
So, and the door is locked. Can I just try to stab the lock with my flame tongue?
You could stab the lock. It's just a wooden door, so you probably could just bash it down with like a strength check. It's up to you. I will allow you to attempt to break the lock with.
I will do that. I have a -1 strength.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good enough. So yeah, the door's open. It actually swings open to you, but you can go through the door. You've got 3 wizards left in here. And I guess right there. Wait, are you guys on where can you yeah, you're on this map, so you can move too. Okay. I've been juggling a lot of pages, so I keep forgetting if you're actually on the map that I'm looking at. But you are. Anything else? I think you have 2 attacks at this point, right?
Yeah.
So you do have another one.
So I'll attack. What's her name again?
Palming. Okay.
You bastard.
Let me. I don't think she has anything that she can do about that, but I'll double check.
Go ahead and shield if you have 18 or less AC, and then I'm fine with it.
Nope, she doesn't, so she's going to take that damage.
Now she's dead.
So are we just
damage. Okay, holy shit.
Like we're just trying to kill her now?
I don't know.
I don't know. Nemo.
I'm still trying to get a good deal on some fast food.
So before Mannequin came in here, I was really planning on cowering into the this thing over here. The breeze has got going. So but now Mannequin's kind of making me feel like I'm being a coward by not doing something.
I just want you to know that right now, how you feel in this moment is appropriate. You are a coward.
Okay, I'm still gonna go, and I'm gonna go up here so I avoid an opportunity attack.
Okay, anything else?
And I prep the dodge action.
Okay.
Is this entire game some kind of joke to you?
I love that you prefaced your intended action with the possibility of change, only to entirely do what you intended initially.
That's because Cam has no respect.
To acknowledge that.
It's because he has no respect. None.
No, I mean I really respect that you do it, but I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna set you alight.
High enough wizard to know what the global invulnerability is. Yeah, he actually has it prepared, so he definitely recognized. Falcon. Does no effect. Blah, blah. What an awkward position now.
Breeze, how long does this last?
Mannequin.
A minute.
Well, no, but
shit.
you're attacking his enemy as well. What a mess.
Wait, what?
Right. So I guess
I
he's
think
gonna
his only
say
enemy
right
would come in.
now, if you're siding with him, and in that case, he's going to. Does not have a lot in the offensive. Turns out the Abjurer mostly defensive spell.
That's crazy. Abjuration. It's the same thing as evocation.
Magic missile at the 3rd level.
Oh shit. Look out for fat darts.
So at the 3rd level would be 5d5. Does a nice 17 damage to her. I mean, she's a wizard, so she's pretty squishy, so she doesn't look great already. Daisy.
I don't have a side in this. That's the thing. Like,
But the winning
Mannequin
side
has-
seems to be against Tao Ming right now.
Yeah.
Can I cast spells from inside this? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You'd have to step out.
Not worth it. I'll give Danny a bardic inspiration, but otherwise I'm just gonna ready the dodge action as well. Like I don't really have a stake in this.
What are you gonna
I
dodge?
don't-
These wizards aren't gonna punch you. They're not gonna come inside the sphere. You could walk out and walk back in.
I'm in
But
a
I could-
party
I could
full of
either dodge or
nerds.
As you're dodging, how do you inspire Mannequin?
I play Baker Street on the bagpipes.
Is that the Muffin Man song?
That one.
This is a highly intelligent archmage.
Ba, 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 ba,
So
da,
they
da.
know that they need to conserve spell slots, right? They're theoretically gonna have to deal with a Kraken potentially at some point. So I think they're gonna go ahead with a nice. For bolt. "17 hits her for 10 fire damage. It hits her and it singes her robe. I need to look up now how this robe actually works.
Pretty cool robe. It can turn into snakes.
Or it can turn into ashes from being singed.
Maybe we should have cornered her and had an anti-magic thing.
We have an anti-magic thing?
Isn't this circle we're in?
Kind of.
It prevents ranged spell attacks from coming through, I believe. Or
And then you just said that Daisy couldn't cast a spell from in here.
Yeah, it says any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier can't affect creatures or objects within it, even if the spell is cast using a higher level spell slot. Such a spell can target creatures and objects within the barrier, but the spell has no effect on them. Similarly, the area within the barrier is excluded from the areas affected by such spells. So,
okay.
So someone within the barrier can cast spells to someone outside of it?
Out.
Okay, that's awesome.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
So is that an incorrect ruling on Josh's attempt to move?
Outside.
It is. So Josh, if you want to cast a spell, you can.
I was just gonna do in person on Scary Snake Lady.
Charm person, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so she makes a wisdom save at advantage.
I'm still gonna give Danny my bardic inspiration though, but
yeah. That's a 20, unfortunately.
Rats.
So she's okay. She snaps her fingers, and from her robe, 5 snakes drop down, and she looks at you, Nemo, and she's like, "I was lying. I just got this like a week ago. I thought it was cool." And then casts greater invisibility on herself.
Counter spell.
Okay. Are you? Oh, you cast it at a higher level, so it automatically dissipates.
4th level.
Yeah.
Let's go.
She looks at you like, "Are you serious?" And then she's going to try to run past. She can't really run past anyway. That's her action and her bonus action. Let me get these snakes in here.
Got him.
Yeah.
That's Nemo's one character trait. In the same way that Indiana Jones's only character trait is that he doesn't like snakes.
You're wrong. He also wears a cool hat. Thank you.
And he can fall asleep on command.
Was that part of it?
Yeah, he just tips his hat over, lays back, and he's just asleep.
Power napper.
It works. Snake can tell. An axe on your initiative count. Okay, so here they go. I guess they're all gonna attack you, mannequin.
Get out! Get ready for my.
Oh, no, they can come in here, so they can.
AoE spell. Bitches, my AoE sword.
We'll have 2. We'll do like.
I dare you. Come to me.
1
Fuck
and then
up,
2
bitch.
on mannequin, I guess.
I play the bagpipes even louder.
So okay. What can they do?
I'm gonna steal your fucking robe, bitch, and then we're gonna have 5 snakes.
Okay, bite against. We'll do what? Mannequin first, a 19.
Nope.
Okay, second one against you, 23.
Yeah.
That has to do it, right? Thank God. Okay, make a Constitution saving throw for me. Okay, that's a failure. So you are going to take 6 piercing damage and 12 poison damage. Then I've got 1 against Tony.
Yup.
Wait. I have poison damage resistance.
25.
2 hit. That will hit.
So make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay, I'm just looking up. I think all dwarves have poison resistance.
They do. They do.
I do as well, Sean. Just so you're aware.
Okay, so you take half then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not advantage. It's like just half damage.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm asking. I'm not.
Oh,
assuming.
I'm not sure. Let me look. I can look it
Yeah,
up.
I was starting to look it up, but then I switched back to the chat to roll.
Dwarf. Dwarven resilience. You have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance to poison damage. So
okay, so both. So I got nat 20, and Danny got 18. Well, he's not a dwarf. I don't know what his thing is.
Yeah, I think his is just resistance.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 8 piercing damage, and then half on a successful save, so that's only 5. Halved again, so you take 2.
Okay, so 8 plus 2?
Yeah, so 10 total.
And
then 2 against Daisy. What's there to hit? +6. Okay, it's not bad. 23 and an 11. There we go. So
23 will hit.
Okay, so make a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you take 8 piercing damage and
were we at full
11 poison. So 17 total?
Wouldn't it be 19?
11 plus 6.
Oh, I thought you said 8. Sorry. Okay. Were we at full health before this? Because I'm down 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
so,
see why you wouldn't be.
How many?
Oh, okay.
16?
Well, I was at 82 before.
Wait, 17. You said. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Because the you.
5.
From I guess you maybe
Teleport?
wouldn't be from the teleport. Way
Yeah,
back
I think we
when,
weren't
the
full.
morning.
And I was.
But you definitely took a short rest during that, so during the day, right? Like you were mostly just hanging around. So it's up to you.
I don't think I actually rolled hit die.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So I'll just say, so I was down 6, so I'll just keep it at. I was down 6, so 30.
Okay.
Also, my thing says 67 out of 67, but on my character sheet I have 87 health, so I subtracted from that, and now I'm at like 70 something.
Hold on. I can maybe fix this.
I think that's my health.
Oh, is it just okay?
Yours is
Yeah,
about
it
right.
might be stacking weird because everybody's on top of each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm a 72 out of 87. Never mind.
Cool. Conjurer.
Conjure some things.
No.
Can do some things here. Is going to
Snakes.
20-foot radius.
No, weasels or what mongooses.
The enemy of the snake.
He's gonna go ahead with. Hey, we kind of sucks because he can't actually hit 3 of the snakes.
You can hit.
So I think he's just gonna try to. I think he's just gonna try to kill her. Oh, actually, no. He's gonna definitely kill her by throwing a fireball.
I hope like over here.
Make the say. Well, it doesn't matter. It can't hit you.
Oh, it can't. Oh, right. Golden Volt. Nice.
Mannequin could get.
Yeah, mannequin, make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, it's on the screen. It's DC 14.
Bada bow.
Success. Oh, I have to roll for her. Dex kind of doesn't matter. She rolls a 10 too, so yeah, she dies.
Shit.
Wizard suck.
Get wrecked.
And then the 2 snakes. Even if they succeed, they can't live, so they're both dead.
Nice.
Do the other snakes keep attacking?
Yeah, they keep going. They're just regular snakes now. Like they're actual animals. Tony.
They're just regular snakes?
I mean, they're giant poisonous snakes, but like they're not magical. They're real snakes.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm picking up a robe. I have a snake robe now.
Okay.
Whatever opportunity attacks from this guy in the corner, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think he is. It's an animal.
Yeah, go for it.
Take it. It's a 12 to hit. Not gonna hit.
Yeah, fuck you. And then I guess I'll just kill this snake just for good measure. Like, probably. Let's see what I actually can do about it. But I don't give a shit. I picked up the snake robe. I have snakes.
Yeah.
It's always fun. Where do I attack from?
You don't kill the snakes if you kill them.
Yeah, so that's 21.
They're dead.
Okay. And then if I have enough movement, I guess I'll just go over to the one that tried to hit me. I don't know. And just fucking like pull up my character sheet again. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
All right. Boom. 17.
Absolutely hits and kills them.
All right. And then I'm going to be like, all right, Red Wizards. We've got Slarkathel, the giant aboleth, to deal with. Let's all get prepped, all right?
Okay. Breeze.
Gonna finish off this snake, I guess.
Finish off the snake.
Oh, there was one more. I wasn't there.
I'll Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Easy enough. Down they go. I will say, okay, so we'll end there for tonight. So you can talk to these wizards and maybe try to scheme and plan. Dan, I'll say the robe has 2 more snakes left, so you can conjure them as a bonus action. You can, if they're still alive, also as a bonus action, you can bring them back into the robe. But if they die, they permanently die.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will talk to these wizards, I guess, next time and see what happens. Presumably, well, I don't know. Maybe you'll stop the ship from getting to where it's. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Cool. That was a wild one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will talk to all of you
later.
At the latest next Wednesday, I guess. Everybody have a good night. Thanks.
Bye-bye.